Hi, welcome to Shrink Anxiety. I'm Dr. Dan Martinson, and I'll be teaching you how to shrink anxiety in your life. This is not therapy, but I hope this short video will help you gain more peace, freedom, and fulfillment. I talk a lot in this channel about how to understand, recognize, manage, and ultimately shrink your anxiety so it doesn't have so much control of your life. But before I get into all of the theory and habits and mindfulness that come with that, I want to give you a real practical starting point, something you can do in 60 seconds to shrink your anxiety down if it's starting to feel unmanageable or overwhelming. Let's get started. We'll start by planting our feet on the floor and bringing our focus fully to the present moment. Let your hands rest in whatever position feels comfortable for you. Relax your shoulders, let them surrender to gravity. You can close your eyes or let them gaze at a fixed point. Just pay attention to the feeling of breath going in and out of your body. See if you can notice it like a curious scientist who's never encountered breathing before. As you notice it, try to deepen your breathing so that you're taking those breaths from your stomach. You can even put a hand over your stomach and see if you notice your hand rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. Quick, shallow breathing comes from our chest, but the deep, slow breathing we want comes from your belly. Try to slow your breathing down so you're breathing in 3 or 4 seconds through your nose, pausing a second or two, and breathing out through your mouth 3 or 4 seconds. Not a magic formula, but find the pace that feels good for you. Important thing is just keep those slow, deep breaths going. Continue to notice the physical sensations of that breathing, like that curious scientist, like someone who's never encountered breathing before. Keep doing this as often as you need to. As long as you need to, until you're feeling more present, focused, and relaxed. So that's it. Great thing about this exercise is you can do it anywhere. Your breath is always with you. If you're noticing your anxiety is really high, it may take longer than a minute. It may take more like 5 or 10 to really kind of get the hang of this. If you're starting for the first time, I would recommend having a video like this or a breathing app that you can follow along with, just because the more anxious we are, the harder this is to do, the longer it takes. But as you get familiar with it, as you continue to practice it, you may find that you're able to recognize your anxiety just as it's starting to build before it gets to that overwhelming point. And in that case, this exercise may only take you 5 or 10 seconds. But in a lot of cases, when you're having that moderate to heavy amount of anxiety where it's starting to feel a little bit suffocating or overwhelming, just 30 or 60 seconds of this can really help you slow down, get present, get calm and focused, and be in a much better mental space. So let's do it again, and this time it'll actually be about 60 seconds. Plant your feet firmly on the floor, whether you're sitting or standing. You can close your eyes or let your gaze rest at a fixed point. Find a position for your hands and arms that feels comfortable for you, relaxing your shoulders, letting them surrender to gravity, and noticing that feeling of breathing like a curious scientist. What is it feeling like? Deepen your breathing so it's coming from your belly. Even putting a hand on your stomach to notice its rise and fall. 3 or 4 seconds in through your nose, pause, and 3 or 4 seconds out through your mouth. Continuing that for as long as you need. Letting your focus be fully in this moment. And that's it. 60 seconds to shrink anxiety. Check out more videos for how to understand, recognize, manage, and ultimately shrink anxiety in your life. Take care.